Would you love to deepen your spiritual connection and create a conscious shift in your life? Do you seek answers to the human experience? Welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, a 3-hour safe haven for your questions and spirit's answers to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, SarahSpiritual will assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next 3 hours, listen, call in, and watch SarahSpiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share love and light.
Shines down upon me, and there's a light that brightens up my day. There's a light leading the way. Oh, there's a light. There's a light, there's a light that opens doors for everyone. Oh, there's a light that touches hearts. There's a light to open everyone to love. Love may hold the answer we are looking for. Love may open up another door of light. Oh, there's a light. Oh, there's a light. Open up in everyone. Can you feel it? There's a light to change the world. Won't you be a part of the light? Oh, love, it is the answer now, and we can see love. There's a light. Yes, indeed. We are here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. And we are spiritually speaking to all of you all across the nation. And we are excited. We're excited to be connecting. And can you believe we are journeying into October? And how many days do we have until the holiday season? Yes. Well, speaking of holidays, we want to wish a very happy New Year to those who are celebrating last week, and also a very important day of Yom Kippur that has just passed. So we are with you in energy, and it's a great time. It's a great time to say your apologies, and there's a time to ask for forgiveness and to let go and let God and make amends for choices and things that you've done. No better time than this wonderful holy time to ask for that forgiveness and to acknowledge other people's feelings and thoughts. We are very, very excited to connect with all of you here on WWNN at 888-565-1470. I do see that we are kind of building up on the phone lines here, and we want to thank you all. We were not here live in the studio last week. Some of you were like, what's going on? Where's Sarah? And so we gave you a replay of the week before. So we do hope that you enjoyed that revisit to what I thought was a magnificent show, because you, all of you, your questions, your comments have been so powerful lately. Even on our Sunday Fun Days, we are noticing that you are asking this very high frequency, up-leveled questions. So let's continue with that. Yes, we could ask, that same person that I'm seeing, am I going to be with them? Probably not if you're still asking about it, or anything else that you want to ask that you feel you're asking the same question and nothing's changing. Then maybe we need to change the question or come up with a different topic for yourself, something for you to focus your attention on, because it sounds like you're trying to bring something to life that may not have it in it anymore. So take a look at your questions when you're putting them in the feed here on Facebook. Please ask a question that's going to benefit you in your overall progress and assist you in your journey. And those of you on the phone lines, ask the highest frequency vibrational question that can assist you on the journey. And I love when you say, what Spirit got for me? But then you send me up into the energy to pull down so many different things. Think, what can I benefit from the most with a direct connect question, and ask a question that's going to guide you in the moment of now from where you are to where ultimately you'd like to be. Oh, I said a mouthful, but let's go. Let's go and let God. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So are you in a place in your life that you are, holding on to things that aren't working for you? Are you trying to make something happen, pushing your way? Do you feel like you're swimming upstream and everything else is going the other way and you can't get where you want to go and what you want to be? Well, we see here before all of you that perhaps, just maybe, it's time for you to let go. Yes, indeed. Let go and let God. Sometimes we just need to surrender the outcome. We need to let it be. We need to trust that the universe has something even better, greater for us, that there's a better version, that there's another way we can arrive to a destination that perhaps is not so locked into what we want. I've talked to so many people over the years, and I'm sure you've heard this in your own conversations with some of your friends. They're like, I really want to be with this person. I really want to have this job, or I really want to have this house. And no matter what they do, it doesn't work. It's not coming together. And we listen to the story over and over and over. And I'm going to say everyone has been in that spot. So ideally, we can all relate to that. Now, what if the reason why we're trying to get there is we've created so much resistance in the need to push and make it happen, that we've created such a resistance that we're trying to force something that's out of the realm of possibilities of the best, the most ideal outcome that could be for us. And maybe we lock ourselves onto an opportunity or onto a particular person or relationship, and it's not healthy for us. And the universe is trying to do you a favor, oh yes, and kind of give you the opportunity to have that come to holy crow moment, and you miss it because you're just stuck. I know, hashtag stuck on you know what, right? We're just stuck. And how do we get ourselves out of that? When I look back, and I want you all to journey back, let's think of something you want that isn't working, something that's not coming together. So maybe you have the desired outcome planned, but in a way that's not for your highest good, or maybe it's riddled with all these obstacles because there's so many things you need to look at in order to really attain what you desire. And there's opportunities for expansion and growth within yourself, within your soul. So we've all had those experiences, but let's look at the experiences that perhaps have come easily. You know the stories when people say, oh, I just showed up, and then next thing I know, someone did this with me. They brought me this. I got this for free. I had just come out of a really toxic relationship, and I said I would never date anybody, and I knew that I had wanted a really wonderful relationship, but just didn't feel like it could happen for me. And so I just forgot about it. And then when I least expected it, I met someone, and they're my life partner, and we've had wonderful years together. We've heard these stories time and time again. We've heard people show up for a job interview thinking they're interviewing for this maybe mid-sized paying job, and they get bumped up to something else because the universe just put them in the right place, and they didn't pigeonhole themselves into what has to happen to them. They are open and receptive to another story. When I look at the things that have lined up, because I can only speak from my own personal experience and share it with you as a teaching tool. When I look at the things that have lined up for me, they just fell into place. It just happened. And you may say, oh, well, that's fine because you're Sarah Spiritual and you got all the peeps with you. You got your guides, you got your angels. You're kind of tuned up and carrying on into that higher realm all the time. So, of course, Sarah Spiritual, it works out for you. Well, no, not exactly. Because even before I knew the journey, there were things that just happened to work out because I followed a feeling. And you all have that feeling inside, that feeling that tells you, this is where I need to be, or this is what I need to do. And it gives you this sense of peace, even though maybe the chatter on the outside world is saying, oh, I don't know if that's the best choice for you. So when I look at that, I say to all of you, when has there been a time that you've had this feeling that you know what you want and you're pushing to get what you want? And the more you push, the more uncomfortable it gets, but you still know what you want. Have you ever asked yourself, maybe what I want is for me, but it's not quite with this person or with this opportunity or in this environment? And then step back, and the minute you step back, everything changes. A better outcome occurs. You have a different person entering your life. There are many stories of people who have stayed married. And I believe that marriage is a great, great opportunity for people to stay connected and grow. But there are times when marriage has its moment where it is over and we don't want to stay there. And then the partner stays for longer than they'd like to. And they stay continual in this relationship, and nothing starts to work for them. Their work environment gets off. Friendships start to change. Their health starts to fail. Things start to happen, having nothing to do with the relationship. Because there's a level of discontentment. There's a level of disconnection from the spirit. There's a level of not following your prompting, your guidance that says, okay, time's up. It's time to go. And they hang on. Sometimes they hang on for financial reasons. Sometimes they hang on for duty and obligation. Other times it just seems too much of a hassle because they're worried about finances. And they say, well, I'm just going to stay here. And then their life begins to crumble. And then as everything's crumbling, they then take a step back and they go, well, heck, everything's a mess anyhow. I'm walking out of the relationship, or I'm walking out of the job. I'm done. And they no sooner do that. Wow. All these magical things start happening. I had a client. I still have her. She's my client. She was in a relationship. And apparently she wasn't happy. And she really was trying to stay in the relationship to make it work. And there was also an aspect of They invested time together, and I think if she was with the person for 10 years, then things kind of worked out differently if the relationship ended. So she's like, I'm not happy, but I'm really going to push to stay in my 10-year mark. And I went, are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure? And she said, yes. I'm like, okay. Now I'm getting the sense like, that's not a good idea. Like, we better not do that. But she did. And then the universe slammed her in the face with things about this individual that she couldn't even have fathomed. See, the prompting was, get out now while you can. And then there was all these things that were going on with that individual that she was like, wow. And then she came to me and she says, I'm going to have to leave. I'm like, really? What a surprise. And she tells me what's going on. And we go back and forth. And so she leaves. Now, here she was thinking she wasn't going to be okay, and she wasn't going to be financially okay. And now she's moved on. And the minute she left, she made a choice. She made a study. She went on to be in the medical field. She's now a physician's assistant. Her whole life turned around. She's on track for a PhD. And here's someone who was just trying to hang on to qualify for whatever 10 years in South Florida gets you. I don't know, in marriage. I don't know what that story is. But whatever the specifics were, she was going to hang on to that because she thought that was her only way. And the universe had a better plan. And when she was getting the feeling like, hashtag time to go, we are done with drama, let's go, girl, she was creating this resistance. She was creating these stories in her mind as to why she couldn't go, as to why she, the being, the human being, wasn't going to be okay. How many of us have done that in a job, in a relationship, in a happening in our life, in a family environment? How many of us have done that? That we stood there and took it. And we wanted to control the outcome because we thought we could outsmart what was happening and make it work for us in spite of how we felt. And if I could share with you all one thing that is so important, it's how do you feel? If it makes you feel happy, right? That song, if it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. Then go with the feeling of that. And if you're feeling the push to make a change, don't resist it. Don't fight it. Just give in. And trust that everything will fall into place. The universe is always working alongside of us to support all that we desire. And we as humans make it so difficult for ourselves because we are programmed ourselves to believe that the only way we can have a desired outcome or a specific way is to follow this protocol, is to do it this way. Now, I understand we have agreements, we have commitments, we have obligations. Often we have other people's feelings to account for. We have children in a picture. We have a contract in a business environment. So no, it's not always that simple that you wake up one day and go, I'm out, done, over, gone. Life doesn't always present itself quite that easily that you can do that. And the universe is never going to support something that is, well, not the right energetic frequency, not the right opportunity, not the right way of doing things. The universe is never going to support that. They're always going to say, there's a way to do this. That's the higher way, the higher realm, the higher frequency. Take the high road and make a difference and make a shift. There's always that opportunity. And when you look inside and you ask yourself, how do I feel? And what makes me feel that way? And how can I shift the consciousness around this experience and see the truth in it for me? Because remember, your truth, your perception is your perception. And many of us live in our bubble of what we believe our life to be. And I'm a big proponent of you asking the question of, am I in sync with what my beliefs are, what I say I am, who I say I am, what I choose to do? Are my thoughts and my actions and my feelings and my reactions, are they lining up in a way that matches what I project into the outside world and is still my truth? We have to ask ourselves those questions because that's what keeps us lined up with God. That's what keeps us in the universal flow. That's what allows you to be in such a fabulous flow that when the prompting comes and something may feel uncomfortable, you still have that peace and that comfortability to truly recognize that you can move forward and you can make a change for the greater good of yourself and not have to control the outcome, not have to filter how it plays out or how you look to other people. You have to open yourself up to opportunities and be true to yourself. To thine own self be true, yes? There's a journey here. And the way one is true to oneself, the way one taps into one's soul and understands the meaning of the expression of life, the expression of the divinity within, is for you when you don't have an answer, for you when you are at this crossroad in life, for you when you are enjoying life, but you know there's a better version and you're uncertain as to what that might be. That's the time you take your hands off the wheel and you let go and you let God. God's hand is on everything, even that which we do not understand. Some of the tragedies that have happened in this world or even in our own personal lives, God's hand is always there. And there's a different outcome often, depending on our availability to allow ourselves to release control, to release the resistance of an outcome, and to release the resistance that's blocking ourselves, our insecurity, our hurt, our fear, our pain, that blocks us from attaining what we say we want. How can you have the greatest, most fulfilled life that you desire with the totality of who you are and embrace it in everything that you are when inside you don't feel worthy? When inside you don't feel good enough? When inside you're not recognizing the uniqueness and the aspects of greatness that are within you and do not need to be compared to another? For unto each we are one of the body, and to each has their own unique member. We are unique within ourselves, and each unique aspect combined with everyone else's gifts make up the soul pod that is the human creation on earth now. So why we have to look to the left and look to the right and say, oh, they're doing this and they're doing that, and we're creating resistance. We're focusing our attention on what someone else is doing and how they're doing it and why they're doing it and judging it or judging ourselves. And in essence, we're removing ourselves from the essence of God. And as we step away from that perfection that is the divinity within, then we lose ourselves in the ways of the world. And we lose ourselves in our hurt, in our pain, in our fear, in our need to control, and our inability to let go of what we know, because better to know the devil we know than the devil we don't know. You've heard that. Fear is this illusion that will grab you and not allow you to see a light that's off in the furthest corner of the darkness, because everywhere around you, all you see is darkness. And you know not the light. Why do you think we start the show with There's a Light? Why do you think Spirit gave me that song? There's a light in you. There's a light in me. There's a light all around us. And God is always there for you. The angels, the guides, creator, source, whatever you want to call it. I'm not attached to the word, although, I'm going to say God, because that opens up, awakens a power greater than you could imagine. But if you want to say source, say source. You want to say creator, say creator. You want to say Mother God, Father God, say Mother God, Father God. Whatever name you want to give it. But give it the power that it deserves with your own true essence, matching it. Someone said to me the other day, how could God let this happen? I said, God didn't let it happen. It just happened. It's not God's job to stop things from happening. We are collective beings of collective consciousness, and in the energetic being, the imprint of what we think and feel, we are translating that, transmitting that energy, those thoughts, into frequencies all around us, and we are creating. We are creating angst and anger and hurt and pain. And it's there. And then look around. People are feeling it. And more people are feeling angst and anxiety and hurt and pain than ever before. The kids, I have 6-year-olds sitting there with anxiety attacks, and they're telling me, I'm not happy, Sarah. No, we're going to talk to your angels. I don't think my angels are listening to me. They're 6 years old. They're supposed to be in the land of fairies with me. But they're picking up on the energy because we think we need to control everything and everyone. And we believe that we have to keep ourselves so safe and so narrow that we can't have that wiggle room to just say, que sera, sera, and let her go. So tonight, we invite you, I encourage you, that when you ask your question, how can I let go? How can I surrender? Ask the question around the question that is within and drill down and get a better direction than, okay, my life sucks and this is where I am and this is what I've got going on and, well, you know, I've going through this for 15 years. Well, seriously, something's got to change. And you can't tell me that God hasn't shown himself to you and said something here and there, but you weren't letting go of something. So let's get to the bottom of what we need to let go. Let's let go of the fear. Let's let go of the illusion. Let's let go of the pain. Let's let go of the past hurts, the past relationships, the mistreatment, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Forgive the people who have hurt you. And forgive yourself for getting yourself in some of the hot messes you've gotten yourself into. What better time than to work on forgiveness than Yom Kippur? What better time to let go and let God? And as we close out the summer months and we're in our fall, we're getting ready to close out 2019 and we're going to jump into 2020. Can you imagine the possibilities? Can you imagine if you give yourself permission and wiggle room to have the universe collaborate and co-create with you something just so different than where you've been? So unique, with some new staging, some new lighting, a new twist, and just let go of control? You might be surprised where God takes you. So we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors because they're going to take me to commercial. But in the meantime, get ready with your questions. Share this page for me on Facebook. Let's get it out all across social media because I want to make sure that people are in tune with letting go and letting God, because there lies the path of least resistance and the path to your greatest fulfillment. Stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me?
For soft, rich and beautiful skin, use Beauté de Lune products. Beauté de Lune products, based on natural fruits and extracts, revitalize your skin and make you incredibly beautiful. For acne, sensitive skin, dry or oily skin, Beauté de Lune. Cleanse, moisturize and revitalize your skin with Beauté de Lune. A miracle. For your order, call us at 561-906-7466 or to our store, 2695 North Military Trail Suite 21, or visit us online at www.beautédelune.net.
Your cell phones and mobile devices all emit harmful electromagnetic fields. Do you want proven protection? Get the Infinity Noise Field EM Guard. Call Greg Schaffo at 561-502-9923 for yours. The EM Guard's Infinity Noise Field is the most effective way to protect against electromagnetic fields. Call Greg Schaffo at 561-502-9923. Also available at SarahSpiritual.com. Protect yourself and your family today with a 5G-ready Infinity Noise Field EM Guard.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Have you heard me? Do you know my voice? I am Sarah Spiritual, and we are spiritually speaking to all of you all across the nation. And we're going to be answering your questions at 888-565-1470. Hi, everyone on the feed. Thank you so much for joining us. Glad to see you here. We've got some interesting questions piling up in the feed. We've got some intense questions as well here. So if you want to know if there's any message for you, that's a great question, but I really would prefer if we have a more specific question, so that would help us greatly in the movement of this show. We've got Chanel Waist Beads. She's here. She goes, wants to take some steps forward, and then she takes 4 steps back. So we're definitely going to be getting to that question. And, we've got a really serious question coming from Patricia MacArthur. We're going to get to that question as well, Patricia. So keep piling up these questions, and please share the page, because we greatly appreciate your sharing it and sharing the love. And we're going to let go and let God. And I'm going to let go and let you all start to ask your questions. And I've got to go to, I got to go to Atlanta. I got Sherry in Atlanta. And it's always very interesting to hear what's going on with Sherry in Atlanta. So, Miss Sherry, how are you tonight?
Welcome back, Sarah.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm great. And how can we assist you? What's your question for today?
Thank you. I think my job is going through a transitional period, and some of the clients are pulling out their business.
Okay.
We get kind of nervous. Should I be looking for a new job?
You're just like a rat, just like this little rat ready to jump ship. Listen, we had shared with you that the company was going through a transition, I believe the last time that you called. And the company is going through a reorganization is the word I hear. And there are people who are dissatisfied with the service. So you could look for a new job. Yes, you could. But it's to look not because we need to jump ship. It's to look to see in the moment of now, I, the creator of the life that I desire, of more ease and flow with my financial wellness picture, I desire to have a better paying job, something a little more exciting, something a little more challenging, something more comfortable. And I put it out there to the universe for something magnificent to come my way. It's not like, oh my God, holy crow, we've got stuff going on at work. We better all pack up. It's time. Oh my God, they're going to lose the businesses. And that from that place of angst and fear and need to control how we exit stage left, we can miss a great opportunity. But we are employed. Things are okay. They're restructuring. They're revamping. They have investors. They're not going to just close up tomorrow. So you have the opportunity to sit there and say, these are the aspects I love about this job, and begin to feel them and embrace them and say, I would love to have this and greater. And in the greater envisionment of what I desire, I see more money, I see different hours, I see a few different tasks, and wrap yourself around that feeling, and then you will attract an opportunity. And it won't matter what's going on with the company. We send them blessings and light, but we don't need to lose ourselves in their chaos.
Yeah, and thank you, Sarah. I got a feeling I'll make the cut because my performance is good.
Right.
My attendance is
Yes.
good. It's just, you know how it is.
Well, listen, I'm thinking how far you've come. My performance is good. Check. Oh, phew, we made it through that one. I show up on time for work. Oh, double check. Oh, whew, she made it through that one. Think how far you've come. So be proud of what you've accomplished. Be a celebration, in celebration of who you are. And yes, you will make the cut. It's not about making the cut. Again, that comes from a place of fear. Phew, I'm going to make the cut because I know I'm good enough. Okay, I don't care who they're cutting. Has no bearing on you. It's not about you. It's not going to happen to you. That's not your story. Your story is you're up-leveling your game, and what's next for you? What new exciting job are you attracting to yourself? And that's how you create. All right?
Well, thank you. Thank you. There is something I think they're considering me for, but I don't know what it is. Do you see that? Do you get a hint for that, or?
Okay, one minute we're jumping ship, and then the next minute, like, well, if they do manage to breathe.
It's just my thoughts.
Well, get your thoughts in gear.
Okay.
Do you want to stay? If you want to stay, and as long as they're fruitful, you will benefit, and you would like to see yourself in another position, imagine what that would look like and feel like. Of course, they can be considering you for something else, but do you want it? You won't know until they present it. So don't project, don't get ahead of yourself. Live fully in the moment of now and celebrate the accomplishments that you have, and then you will create something even greater. Their little promotion or something else. All right?
Thank you, Sarah, again.
You're welcome. You're welcome, honey. Stay centered, okay? All right. God bless you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. We are opening up the phone lines and answering your questions all across the nation and checking to see how everyone is doing on Facebook. So we are so looking forward to making these connections. I am going to go to Broward County, and I've got Steve on the line. Steve, how are you?
I'm hanging in there as usual.
Well, good to hear that. That's good, because if you weren't hanging in, I don't know where you'd be, right? So how can I assist you tonight?
Well, as usual, I try to call in at least once a month to see if Spirit wants to talk to me about what Spirit wants to talk to me about, or whatever he has for me, I'm willing to listen to.
Well, Steve, I'm going to turn that back around to you, because in the monologue I was sharing with people, what are you afraid of letting go of? What are your concerns? And how do you feel that you can even more let go and let God? And I know if anybody's been letting go of a lot, it's been you. But obviously you're not where you desire to be yet. I still know what I see coming. So what can we recalibrate within you? What resistance can we calm and release so that you can attract to you what you desire?
See, I don't really know, because usually with me, and you know this, I usually get caught up in the moment of what's going on right then and there, because lately I've had a few injuries to my right thigh. I've got a strain on my quad and a strain on my lower back, so I've just been focusing on that and nothing else. So I can't see a bigger picture.
Okay, but you know what? Let's look at that. Let's look at that physical injury, because I was just having this conversation not too long ago. What does the back represent? What does your back represent? Your ability to stand upright?
Yes.
Your foundation?
Yes.
Your stability?
Yes.
Your thigh is connected to movement?
Yes.
Flexibility?
Yes.
Connected to the hips, which is also the ability to be flexible and bend? Yes?
Yes.
So let's look at this. How are we feeling stuck and stagnant? Things don't just happen. I just had this conversation. Things don't just happen. So there's something going on in the emotional system that allows something to happen, you see. So where are we feeling not strong or supported or like we are our own foundation? Now, I know as I say many of those things, they should hook right into things that are feeling misaligned within you, Steve, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So how do we self-nurture, self-talk, self-care to shift the way around the injury? Because if a real injury is a real injury, it is there. Yes, we recognize that. But then how do we create a better emotional environment, a better energetic frequency, a better feeling in allowing the pain to release, for the mobility to come back so that you can move yourself forward? So the resistance within self, the fear of not being good enough or not being able to provide or not having the life that we desire is making us feel as if we can't move forward at all. In your case.
Yeah, I would say so. And this injury, I've been nursing it for about five months, and it's just been nagging and nagging ever since my daughter graduated from high school. It was right around there. Right around it. I heard it, right before.
And if you think about it, your daughter was your world, and now she's going off, and you can't keep up. You can't keep up financially. You can't keep up physically because she's in a different place. There's separation. Take a good look at this. And I bet, of course we need to do the physical work, and I understand that, but I bet if you do some of the emotional work that, I am a good father, and I have done all that I can, and the greatest gift we can ever give our children is our support and our love. And for you to send the energy of love to yourself and release this sense of obligation or commitment or feeling of failure that you couldn't give her all that maybe in the comparing mind you look to the left and to the right that maybe other families or other fathers have done. Because it's truly not about that. It's about creating a support for our children to find their path and to choose their own path and to give them what we can.
I really didn't know that me thinking about all this for a year would turn on me physically like it did in late April.
It happens all the time. I hear very often when parents' children, that's how you say it, when parents' children go off to college, all craziness goes on because we lose our sense of purpose, we lose our way, many injuries occur. It's a very common story that I hear because there's an emotion, the bird is leaving the nest. And for 18 years, our worlds are around our children for the most part.
Yes.
And then if we feel like we have done a great job, then we feel good, we feel proud, but then we still feel that emptiness, that loneliness, because now they're gone. If we are fortunate enough to have a day-to-day interaction with our children and we have this wonderful relationship of friendship and connection and we have one of those good vibe feeling with our children, then great. If our child goes off and we're in a disconnect emotionally, then that leaves an off feeling on both parties, the parent as well as the child. And then there's that sense of the child goes off, we've done the best we can, but inside we're still beating ourselves up because we feel like we should have been able to do better. Then God would not have given you that child and this experience if you should have done better because you did the best you could. And if God's not judging you, your judgment, of course, is going to stop you dead in your tracks.
And cause an injury.
And cause an injury. Holy crow. Yeah, I've just had this conversation a couple times this week, that's all.
Okay, all right.
It's very popular. And so release. So if they were to share anything with you, Steve, love yourself. Know that there's a greater, higher purpose. You have done everything you can from your heart. And you have done a magnificent job. And you do the best of being the best human being you can. And just that is enough. We don't have to keep up with the Joneses. And your daughter will find a way. Someone will champion the cause, and you're not to judge yourself if someone else steps in and says, oh, I've got this, let me help. Or let me suggest this to your daughter so she can have a scholarship, or this can happen to make something easier. It doesn't all have to be on you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
God bless you. Bye.
Bye.
We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we've got to go to Facebook. We've got to check and see what's going on, and we're going to get right back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. Stay with us, everyone. Do not go away. Oh, no, because we're letting go. We're letting God. Stay with us. Be right back.
I've been standing in the room.
Want to feel your healthiest ever? Kim Skokin of Natural Medicine of Palm Beach is a naturopathic doctor and holistic healer who creates a personalized total body health plan for you. Call 561-469-0099 or visit naturalmedicineofpalmbeach.com. Kim addresses weight loss, autoimmune disorders, anxiety, depression, and mental health. Kim specializes in bioenergetics and other leading-edge techniques. Mention Sarah Spiritual when you schedule your appointment and receive a free food sensitivity assessment. Call Kim Skokin at 561-469-0099.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide, 1-888-565-1470, 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook. WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. And for those of you just joining us, we are letting go and letting God, and we are going to hand over that energy and just trust that the universe has got our back and everything's always working out for you. And sometimes it doesn't have to work out exactly the way you think it has to. So we're going to go right back to the phone lines in just a moment because I got to go to Facebook. I got things piling up in Facebook, and let me not forget about my Facebook peeps. We got some stories going on. Holly Costanza Donaldson, she says, "Hey, Sarah, any messages from my guides on spirituality for healing for my family and I? We were in a car accident, but we are all okay." You know, it's interesting. Sometimes the cars take the hit of the energy that are things that are misaligned. And I always look at, thank goodness we have those vehicles around us, because that kind of takes the vibratory pattern of the mishap and kind of
breaks it into the metal, and sometimes something has to break, something has to give. So it's important for you, Holly Costanza Donaldson, to take a good look at maybe some of the things that were going on personally, emotionally, or even in communication in the family. Maybe there's a breakdown in communication. Perhaps we needed something to kind of be shaken up a bit. But glad that you're okay and your family's all right. You know, I feel as if in a guidance point of view, Spirit says that you have been doing quite a bit of up-leveling in the communication and the angels and working in that higher realm of spirituality. I am going to say to you, go check out my website and learn more about my apprentice program, because we have a fabulous program that's launching next week, and it holds quite a bit of energy that allows you to really tune in and learn so many skills about communication, mastering energy, and being in tune with your inner self, your soul self, and shedding some of these conditioned beliefs and stepping into the divine master that you've come to be. So check out Sarah Spiritual Apprentice Program. It is on sarahspiritual.com/classes events. And we are going to also say to you that Archangel Michael is definitely around, and I do feel that that was part of why the mishap on the roads that I see wasn't your fault, was kind of taken a bit off. The pressure was off a bit, so it wasn't as bad as it was going to be. Thank you so much, Holly, for your Facebook question. Going to grab another one from Facebook. Let's see, Chanel Waist Beads. She says, hey, how come I take 2 steps forward, 4 steps back, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. And she's wondering to herself, what is going on? Well, there's a part inside of you, and, you know, let's talk about your waist beads. I look at it, it's like it's a string, it's a rope, right? And we're tying it around ourselves, and we're holding it in our waist. So I'm going to say to you, Chanel, where do you feel tied? What inside of you, what part of you, what aspect of you does not feel as if you are worthy of all the things you want to accomplish? Are you sharing too much of your dreams and your plans with people who are not holding it in the sacred regard of the manifestation to the fullest outcome? Careful, watch your words. Be careful what you're saying to yourself. Be aware. I feel as if some of it is an emotional trigger, something that's not allowing you to move forward because you want so much, you're so successful, you're attracting opportunities, and then something else distracts you, and you can't concentrate on the movement forward of your business, on the movement forward of your spirituality. So it's to learn to trust the process, and when self begins to feel uncertain, to self-soothe and nurture self and understand that everything will work out for you. And sometimes, and you know, Sarah Spiritual has a whole store of spiritual baths, sprays, and all sorts of ways to clear energy. It may be time for a really good Sarah Spiritual cleansing bath and just kind of clear up the energy. Use some Archangel Michael spray and cut some of the residue of energy that's on your auric field so that you can move forward with a clear vision. Thank you, Chanel, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have on Facebook before we go back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470? And if the phone lines are busy, please just hit redial. Put us on speed dial. Keep trying, because you know if you're meant to have your call taken tonight, we will get to your call. Rose DeRosa says, will I be meeting my long-distance relationship soon? Rose, that seems to be an interesting question. Matter of fact, there's a lot of those questions going on. And I do feel that it is coming time for that. And when I look into the energy, I wish I had their birthday, but when I look into the energy and I see here, let me see here. You're on this amazing soul journey for yourself. And this birthday time of July truly sent you into the energy of self-reflection and wanting more out of life and really, really looking into how can I get where I desire to be and who have I come to be, the soul of me. And Rose, if I spin you out, I really feel that the November, December time is a great time for this connection, this kindling of this new relationship, this relationship that's long distance. And I feel like it's a good time. I will say, if October 31st through November doesn't join the two of you together, well, Mercury will be retrograde. That might not be such a bad thing because we don't need to meet for the first time during Mercury retrograde unless we really know how to manage that energy. So, Rose, keep us posted, but I do see that meeting coming real soon. One more from Facebook. We've got some great questions on Facebook. Loretta Ann. Loretta Ann, good to talk to you. I know we were able to connect just the other day on the phone call. I love having readings for people in other countries. Loretta's in Canada, and she says, next Tuesday is my birthday. Oh, wow. Any specific message for me on my birthday? It's a very good day for you on your birthday. And I will tell you this, that as I look at the energy, and it's a powerful time, this birthday begins, this clean slate, this do-over, this washing away of things that no longer serve you, and just kind of cleaning up and brushing out the things that are tying you down and just releasing. It's going to be an invigorating time, and I actually feel as if you will have a very strong connection to the Blessed Mother. Blessed Mother's energy is very much around you, and I feel that Mother Mary will work with you on a miracle. I would suggest on your birthday, buy yourself some flowers, and let's put some pink roses up for yourself and for the Blessed Mother, and let's see what miracle she's got for you, because I think things are going to wrap themselves up a little more simply than you think they are, Loretta Ann. So stay tuned, honey. You ain't seen nothing yet. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, oh, yes, we've got more very high vibrational questions on Facebook. And hi to everyone on YouTube. We've got Pembroke Pines, we've got Hollandale, we've got New Jersey, we've got Port St. Lucie, and all across the nation. So please, please don't hang up, because we've got 2 more hours of staying connected, spiritually speaking, with me, Sarah Spiritual. So stay with us. Do not go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
That shines down upon me.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open, 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
Talk 1470 and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. Listen for attorney Lisa Macy, Thursdays at 1 p.m. and Saturdays at 3 p.m. Health and Wealth Radio, WNN. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM, W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
Taking over-the-counter or prescription drugs unnecessarily is a drag, whereas feeling great like you used to is the way it ought to be. Learn how to feel, function, and perform to your full health potential. Tune in to the Dr. Bob Martin Show, Sunday morning at 10 on Talk 1470 WNN.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my country safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Florida Army National Guard. Aired by the Florida Association of Broadcasters and this station.
If your investments with your stockbroker aren't making what you like, or if you've tried buying and selling stocks on your own and haven't done well, learn how to fix all that at Online Trading Academy. Online Trading Academy is an investment training center where pro traders show you how to invest online. Learn how pros make money in up, down, and sideways markets, and how they're protected from big losses. Instructors are certified, currently trade, and profitable. Over 500,000 students have experienced the education at Online Trading Academy. Take a free half-day workshop to see what it's like. Online Trading Academy. At this workshop, you'll see the big mistakes many investors make when buying or selling stocks. This will change how you think about investing. See what it's like. Call Online Trading Academy now. Call 954-668-2510, 954-668-2510. That's 954-668-2510.
Talk health, talk wealth, talk politics, talk 1470 and 95.3 FM, WNN.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
For soft, rich, and beautiful skin, use Beauté de Lune products. Beauté de Lune products, based on natural fruits and extracts, revitalize your skin and make you incredibly beautiful. For acne, sensitive skin, dry or oily skin, Beauté de Lune. Cleanse, moisturize, and revitalize your skin with Beauté de Lune. A miracle. For your order, call us at 561-906-7466 or to our store, 2695 North Military Trail, Suite 21, or visit us online at www.beautédelune.net.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, another interactive hour of uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share the love and light.
Yes, indeed, there is a light that's opening doors for everyone. But why are you sitting behind closed doors in the dark, wondering how you're going to figure out your way out of something that you don't know what to do? Well, then when you don't know what to do, well, underneath the I don't know is the I know. But when we're a little lost and alone and feeling out of sorts, we're not going to be able to find that I don't know into I know. So you're just going to have to let go, let it go, let it go. Just gotta let it be, everyone. So I want you all to mark your calendars for December 13th. I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, but I will be opening up for Vanilla Ice December 13th for the Wellington Chambers. So it is the Vanilla Ice Winterfest show, and I will be there singing, and I'll be singing my original song,
Christmas song that I've put together. So Christmas is in your heart. And I'm also going to be singing the very famous Hallelujah. So I would love to have you join me on December 13th. It is a free event, family event. I believe it goes on from 5 till whenever, like 10 p.m. And, of course, Vanilla Ice will be there, and he is the close of the show. So we're just the opening performers for the Vanilla Ice. But we would love to have you there. Family fun, lots of vendors, lots of food, a real good time to be had. So I hope to join you there. So mark your calendar before all your holiday events fill up. December 13th. And speaking of events coming up, I've got a really good event coming up Friday the 18th. Are you ready? We've got what spiritual cards are right for you. Do you want to know how to use the spiritual cards to connect to your angels and your guides? Do you want to tune into your goddesses? Do you want to have a chat with your Indian spirit guide? Are you thinking perhaps you would absolutely love to be more precise with your messages, but you just don't know what is the right vehicle to use to make that connection? What's the right tool? Well, we're going to go over that and how to make a direct connect to your angels and your guides and how to choose spiritual cards and even how to use them. So I would love to have you with us on the 18th of October on a Friday night. We figured we're going to have a real good time. We'll be able to chill out, and it'll be the end of the week, and we can just all read each other and really make some spiritual things happen. So let's take a look at what we have coming up next. I don't think we've got a slide for it, but we've got our Spiritual Presence Mastery Program. Are you looking to create your own connection with spirit? Are you looking to up-level your gifts? I have an apprentice program that has been running since 2013, and all of my apprentices have realized some amazing things about themselves spiritually. And as you move yourself forward in the energy of who you've come to be, you will fine-tune your talents, your gifts, learn to master energy, learn the ways that you can make that connection with the ascended masters and the angels, learn how to shift energy in the room and master the energy of circumstances and conditions, and how to be your own personal master, and so much more. Go to my website, sarahspiritual.com/events, and learn how you can study with me, Sarah Spiritual, for my Spiritual Presence Mastery Program. It has been a wonderful experience for many who have gone before you. They've gone on to start their own spiritual practices, chakra dancing, holistic coaching, reflexology. Many have gone before you, and they feel it's life-changing. And guess what? It's so life-changing that they keep coming back for more and more and more and more, because we never can learn just enough in a few classes. So there's always more to learn and grow. So I hope you join us for that. Wow, that was a mouthful. I've got to go right back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. And you know, it's really easy to make that connection if you have a question in mind. So I've got to go to Jersey. I'm a Jersey girl. I got to go see what's going on with another Jersey girl and get to Elizabeth. Elizabeth, how are you tonight?
I'm fine, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Elizabeth. And how can I assist you on this evening?
I just want to see if you see overall about my health.
Test. We went for some tests, yes?
Yes, we did.
And why am I feeling dizzy? We have some dizziness or imbalance or off balance. So I feel out of sorts with that.
I'm not dizzy, but when I walk and stuff...
You feel weak, right? Feel weak?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel weak in energy-wise, yes.
Okay.
In my body.
And did they test the blood? Are they checking the vitamins, the minerals, the copper, the manganese, the magnesium, the B12? What's going on there?
Everything seems to be fine.
But
there is a sarcoma mass that they found again for the second time.
And that's on your skin, correct?
That's in the same arm, inches away from the other one they removed 2015.
Okay. So they're going to remove this one?
On the 15th, Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Yes. They're going to remove this one. And a clean slate it'll be. Scoop and go. We're done.
Yeah.
Okay. Envision a clear-cut, Clearly, that energy in that particular area in the arm, I'm not a doctor, not making a diagnosis. I can't give medical advice. However, in the envisioning of a spiritual being, I see the energy needs to be cleared. I feel as if you want to see that energy as you're going into surgery. I want you to see light circling around the scalpel and cutting out what needs to be removed and almost sealing off every aspect of the skin and the cut with beautiful, magnificent white light. And that white light transforms and restores the skin and the cells to their original cellular perfected production, and it heals instantly. And this is what I want you to see. And I want you to see it closed up, sealed up, no more lesions, no more growths. I want you to see it in the perfection that was born in the creation of you as a being when you came into this earth. As you hold that vision, you ask for the assistance of Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael will assist you and hold your hand and hold the doctor's hand so that this goes well. And then we see what they suggest next. But I do feel that it's a great thing that they have found this, and that it will be removed with ease and grace.
Okay. All right. So I'm sensing that the way I feel is because of that.
I'm sensing that too. That's why I said, oh, I'm feeling this tired and the magnesium and everything seems off. And then I'm like, what? Right? And I know you asked or we talked about this another time. So I already knew where we were going with this question, but I don't want to give it too much power. I understand it's a circumstance, it's a condition, it's something we're experiencing, and I don't want to dismiss it. There are feelings around it. There are feelings of fear. There are feelings of concern. But we need to let that go and let God handle this.
Right.
Okay.
For the most of it, I am on the positive side. It's going to be all right because I have that feeling. It's going to be fine.
It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
All right.
But clearly it's an area that we want to work on energetically so we do not have a repeat, especially since it's so close. And that actually makes me feel as if when they did the first one, they didn't quite get it all or something escaped.
I see.
Like a sneaky little thing. It just one little cell just ran off to the side and says, I'm going to hide over here. These things are really intelligent little cancer little cells. So we just want to let it get all scooped up and all dismissed.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And I'm sure the doctors and surgeons listening are going, oh, she makes that sound real simple. Yeah. But that's how I want you to see it. All right. Just see it as simple as that.
Okay.
All right,
Thank
honey.
you so much,
You're
Sarah.
welcome.
God
And
bless.
we will be with you in spirit on Tuesday. Keep us posted, okay?
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you all.
God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. I've got to go right back to the phone lines. Phone lines are opening up. If you want to dial, now's the time. Pick up the phone. Facebook questions, I sure hope you're leaving us some questions in the feed. We've got some really good questions that we talked about earlier that I want to see posted from Patricia MacArthur and some of those other questions that we talked about earlier in the show. I don't want to leave those to wait. But while you're gathering all that over there, Mr. Producer, we're going to go to Jillian in Port St. Lucie. We got to see what's going on with Jillian. Jillian's been navigating some insecurities over the week, some job crisis, some feelings of not measuring up and comparing herself to others. So we really got to let go and let God on this one. Jillian, how are you? Jillian? Did we push the button for Jillian?
Oh, hello?
Hi.
Oh, hey, Sarah. Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Did you hear me? That's all I care about
Yes.
right now. Okay, great.
I did. I was saying you were right on the dot.
Right on the dot, right? I just went, bleh. I just started to talk to you and you weren't even there. I was like, well, push the button over there outside the other side of the wall. What? They're fighting over the phone over there. The phones are going crazy. Jasmine's trying to handle it. And, oh, my God, they're just fighting over there. Stop fighting with the phone, children. Just behave. Okay. So, my dear, oh, wow, are you in such a place of like, oh, man?
Yes. I've been feeling like mentally, like
Exhausted.
emotionally stuck.
Yes.
Yes. And so I've been just like wondering like what step I should make in my career next or my job. And I've just been struggling with that. And at work, like just feeling really that's feeling like the black sheep.
Okay. So, all right. So maybe the sheep wants to hit it out of the herd. Like maybe you want to leave. Like if it's not working for you, I don't care about them. So they're not part of the equation. This is your reality. This is your world. This is what you're creating for yourself. So Jillian, is there a certain aspect of what you do that you love and other parts you don't like? And if you could find a job that only incorporated the parts you love with very little of what you don't like, that you would be better suited and it would be more enjoyable?
Yes.
Do you have an idea of what that looks like, feels like?
No.
Well, we need to give, well, get out of your head, girl. We need to give some thought and consideration to what that would look like and feel like so we can manifest. We can't sit there and go, universe, I don't like where I am. Okay, angels, yeah, no, not working for me. And these people, yeah, I'm not feeling them at all. But all right, you know what? Yeah, I know. I'm not happy. Okay, but I want to go somewhere. So the angels are like, where's she want to go? I don't know. Let's wait and see what happens. And then Jillian's sitting there going like, I don't know what that looks like and feels like. So they go, well, guess she's stuck where she is because she ain't picking something. That's where the stagnation comes from. The inability to articulate and express and feel what we want and who we've come to be. Oh, got to look at that. I'm also feeling, this is my prompting here. I'm feeling, Jillian, that you feel as if when you compare yourself that you're not good enough, almost as if you feel like maybe I need to go back to school or maybe I need to learn another skill or some more because I don't feel like I'm catching on as quick as everybody else. And then the minute you don't catch on, you are on yourself like white on rice.
Yes.
Like critical little bee, like bzzz, all over yourself in your own business. What? Give yourself a break. People make mistakes. This is why we talk about our first jobs and go, whoa, wow, that was a learning curve, right? I remember when I first started working for my father, I'd be standing over there in the corner and, you know, you have tables and he was in the country club business. So you had to watch everything going on the table. Now, the one thing people don't like about me now is I can walk in a room and tell you everything that's out of place because I was trained. But before then, I'd be just sitting there and leaning on the wall and looking around, maybe talking to someone. And he'd come up behind you like, what are you doing? You jump like, holy crow. What? Don't you see there's no bread on table 42? I'm like, okay, yeah. All right, let me get running, mister. Right? And I'd be like, oh, man, how did I miss that? I was like, I'm sure there were rolls on the table. Those little people just ate all those breads when I turned my head. What is going on? Right? So you put yourself on the hot seat, and now every time someone finds something isn't right, even if they didn't blame you, you feel like it's your fault.
Yeah.
Who inside of you doesn't feel like you're good enough? That's the little girl that I don't care if you go to school for another 10 years. You're not going to feel like you can do it until you feel inside of yourself you can do it. All the book learning, all the practice isn't going to get you there until you step up and say, I'm not the black sheep. I am the brightest, best, big, great sheep ever. I was going to say bad, you know what, but I can't say that on air because it'd get me mad. So, but you are just one mighty fine sheep. And you don't need to blend with them. I'd rather you have a little different color, stand out in the crowd. But you're looking at it as a bad thing. Everyone has a unique gift in how they do their job. And you haven't found your rhythm yet. That's all it is. You haven't found your rhythm. And I'm going to tell you, how old are you, honey?
24.
I know 65-year-olds who haven't found their rhythm yet. Holy crow. They're still walking in circles. Really. And they're a sheep dressed up in heels and bling bling, for God's sake. So, I mean, really. You're going to be fine. But if you're feeling like the environment, the people are not comfortable for you, then give thought and consideration where else you can work. But I will caution you on one thing. Where you are in the environment that you are in, from the dissatisfaction, the uncomfortability, if you're there, you cannot get to where you want to go if we're still uncomfortable. So we have to become comfortable with self in order to create the next opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So if dyeing your hair gray makes you the gray sheep and that makes you blend a little more, like in my cousin Vinny, yeah, you blend so you can blend, and then we can move you on to your next job, then do that. But we need to know what it makes us happy. How do we feel? We need to love ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give you homework, Jillian. Yeah, because we're cracking down around here. I am not carrying all you people up the mountain. We are walking together, but I'm not carrying everybody. So you're going to write down all the aspects that you love about yourself. And if you don't come up with 75 things, you're going to go back to the bad and you're going to think of something. I don't care if you like the way your toenails are shaped. I want to know. And then I want you to write down all the aspects that you love about what you do, the reason why you picked the career you're in. And then the areas that you really want to focus on. And then we can have another little page, and this better be the short list, of the things I know I like, but I need a little more growth. I need some more learning. I need some more skills. Because then the best people who succeed in their career surround themselves with competent, established, well put together people in areas that they know nothing of. So if I don't know anything about computers, I surround myself with people who know things about computers, because we don't want me touching anything. Trust me.
Okay.
All right. So a very short list on where we want to work, on our skill set, what we love about ourselves, and then the aspects of our career that we love about our job. And again, it doesn't have to be at that facility. It could be the whole concept, because what we're doing in the energy is creating a job that's going to manifest, and you're going to hear about an opportunity. You're going to be like, oh, that's my job. And then you're going to be like, bah, bah, black sheep, see you later, everyone. And you're going to be out the door. And you don't need them.
Mm-hmm.
But you've got to get to the place of where you can believe in yourself.
Yes.
Okay? Going to take some work. And Jillian, I think we've talked about this, but have you come to see me for a personal session?
No, I haven't.
Oh, beating
Not
you with
yet.
a noodle, beating you with a noodle. We need to do soul integration. You need to come.
I was actually wondering which one would be best. I wasn't sure.
Soul integration. So we will, it's on my website. Matter of fact, are you on the Facebook feed by any chance too?
No.
Okay. Well, are you on
no.
Are you on Facebook at all?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so send me an inbox message and we will send you the link to that particular reading. You can have a general
Okay.
reading, but let's see if we can do some of the work, okay?
Okay.
All right, honey. We will see you
Sounds
soon.
good.
God bless you.
Thank you.
You're
God
welcome.
bless you.
Bye. 888-565-1470. I've got to go right back to Facebook and see what's going on in Facebook. Who else do we have here? Ah, yes, Patricia MacArthur. Can I ask you, Sarah, I'm feeling heartache, severe pain. Her brother committed suicide 22 years ago, and she's finding it hard to forgive herself. We can understand that, Patricia. She still feels the depths of severe pain. Patricia MacArthur, the soul has a journey and people make their soul choice. And I understand that you're very close to your brother and perhaps you feel like there's something you could have done or changed the outcome. But first and foremost, forgive yourself. Because the soul of the man that was on this earth, your brother, was not happy. And in the moment of his experience, he felt like he had no other choice. There was nothing that anyone could do to change his mind. Even if they had bought him borrowed time, it would have just been that. Borrowed time, Patricia. Because his soul just did not want to be on the planet. And because nothing happened to cause that naturally, he decided he wanted to take control of a circumstance and choose to escape the pain that he was in. And sometimes people make choices that they feel like there's no way out. And having sat across from people who have attempted but weren't successful, and they're grateful that they didn't achieve that, having sat across from mothers whose children have killed themselves, having known that suicide has been a huge problem here, and it is something that is really rampant in the world right now, because people are suffering and dissatisfied, not feeling worthy and loved. There's so much anxiety and angst, and they feel like they have nowhere to turn. But that was not your responsibility to solve. I know that does not bring your brother back, but your brother is in a place of light and love, and feeling the energy of unconditional love that sets his spirit free. And although that does not bring the physical connectivity that you desire, forgive yourself in a way that you know that God's hand is on everything, And he chose to let go that way, and that God is holding him close, and that you are ever loved in the same unconditional love, and that the two of you will meet again on the other side. We are sorry for the pain and suffering, and many listening to this show know that pain and suffering, and I have journeyed with many of you. It is not easy. And for some people, they feel there's no other way out. But life is worth living, but they have to find that journey. We're with you, Patricia. I know you get a lot of support here on the Facebook feed, and know your brother is in the highest of light, and that the two of you will meet again. God bless you. Who else do we have here in our Facebook feed? Marty Allen. Marty Allen says, I'm trying to lose weight. She's feeling frustrated by this. She's not having success. And she's asking if something's holding her back. That's a great question. Now, sometimes we think we know the foods that are the right choices for us, and we don't quite master that, and our body chemistry needs some adjustment. Sometimes we have to check thyroid and other elements in the physicality. If you've done all that, Marty, then yes, there is something holding you back. But I would love to put you in touch with, and we will put it in the feed if someone will do that for me on my side, Expedito Enlightenment Center. Someone, let's put the information, contact information of Kim Skokin, because Kim Skokin is a diet expert. Yes, indeed, she is a naturopath, holistic doctor, and she puts together magnificent programs to assist people in the journey of weight loss. And she has some tools, some tricks, some, wonderful tinctures that she creates, and a patch, actually, that really helps on the journey of weight loss. So, Marty, that may be a magic asset to you. But who inside of you doesn't feel safe? How come you feel like you need to protect yourself? Often we have extra weight on because we don't want to be noticed, or we feel like we need to protect ourselves and shield ourselves from hurt and pain and other people's energy. So, my dear Marty, take a look at that. Where do we not feel worthy and deserving of being that beautiful being that we want to be in the physicality? And what are you protecting yourself from? Take a good look at that. Do some journaling on that. And Marty, I know you and I talk on our Facebook feeds, and you're part of many of our shows. So thank you for continuing to follow Spiritually Speaking with Sarah and our Sunday Fun Day. But share with me some of your revelations. I'd love to know what you come up with, and we can banter about and guide you through some of that. Thank you, Marty, for your Facebook question. We're going to go to the phone lines because I've got to take a call from someone whose birthday's coming up next week. I've got a lot of birthdays coming up next week. I've got a lot of action in the birthday world. A lot of friends and clients I know are born on the 15th of October, and I happen to have someone we're going to take a call from who's born on the October 14th, and that would be Joey. Joey, how are you tonight?
Me? I'm doing really well, I guess.
Good to hear your voice. Welcome back.
I'm happy to hear from you again, and I want to thank you for everything that you always said for me. My question is health. For the last 4 months, I've seen nobody but doctors.
Yes.
And I lost my tenant at the same time. And I'm sure I've been in touch with my guys. I've gotten some answers there. I just don't know how long. I stay strong every day. I even asked God, what do you want me to learn from this so I can teach other people in the future? I avoid the questioning, is this eternal? Is this going to be the rest of my life? It's a very debilitating situation. And maybe I've heard too many horror stories, but that's not my diagnosis. I keep not claiming that. Right. I keep claiming only positivity in my health. And they seem to throw this word around, vertigo, like it, but there's so many different facets to what that can be. Vestibular therapy, that seems the way that I've been going. But I don't know where it's headed with my health. Is there something else I should be doing, or I'm on the correct path? And also, I want to be able to rent my room, and I think I will. What do you feel from your guys?
Well, you think and you know you will. You had to clear out a lot of energy, and that's part of the reason why you had to let go of some of the people that were around you. You know, people were kind of bleeding you, well-meaning, but they weren't really honoring the agreement that you had made. And
okay,
the health crisis, because it feels like a crisis, because you are losing the ability to be independent and will stand on your own. Interesting. Interesting that so many people who are having difficulty standing on their own right now, feeling centered, grounded. There's a great shift in the frequency in the planet. You, highly creative, highly sensitive, are particularly acutely being affected by this. Not all of it is physical, but the doctors don't have a word for fifth dimension energy and recalibration of the cellular structure of the human being that's walking the planet. That's a mouthful for any doctor. They'll be like, you people are nuts. I'll be like, no, well, actually, yeah, we got people having all sorts of things go on. Buzzing in the body, buzzing in the feet, buzzing in the tailbone. All of a sudden, right, there's energy shifting and recalibrating. And because you spend most of your time in the higher realms, working with the higher beings, the ascended master teachers, the galactic beings, you're already up there. So you're hitting the clash of energy, the separation from the density of the physicality and the higher leveling of the energy that is for you. There is also something in the inner ear that is off. I actually see a pressure, a push, a something. So I don't know what in your inner ear. There's something that is misaligned in the ear. This is in the physicality now. This is not spiritual woo-woo talk.
Okay.
Not a doctor, but in the left side, when I look and I scan, I feel like something's, I don't know, it's tight or thinning or something. And it's causing that vertigo and that almost tinnitus, that sound. Yes? There's like an...
Right.
Yes.
On the right side. It's on the, I should say the right.
It's your right. Okay. Well, dyslexic I will be today. So I have this energy, and I feel like that can be created in a different way. That can be shifted. And you heard me give the information out for Kim Skokin, and I really feel that it's worth a conversation with Kim because she has worked with this, and she actually uses a machine that aligns your frequency, and you don't have to physically see her. She can do this remotely and scan you and send you something to work with. It would really benefit you, Joey, because if you've exhausted some of these other things, and this is going to pass. So you ask, is this eternal? Well, heck, that would be like shooting hell. No, it's not eternal. No. It is a period of time. And you are closing out a chapter, and hear very much what I'm about to say. You are closing out a 9-year chapter. So we're closing out the doors of where we've been and who we are and recalibrating to who we've come to be, the ultimate destiny. And you're closing out a 9-year chapter of a cycle of life, you see. So 2020, closer to your birthday, begins this new beginning. So you are closing out old energies, and the resistance from you and from the energies, the attachments that do not want to release, they are creating this disconnect. So there's many things going on, and a lot does have to do with the closing out of a chapter of a 9-year cycle.
Okay. And my property, will I stay here? I think, yeah, but...
Okay, then there's no but.
No but about it. Okay.
No but. Ain't no but. Okay?
No, okay. You're right on target.
Okay.
You're right on target. I've asked 4 people. I've asked 4 people that, I'm surrounded by psychics, and they've all said something similar.
Okay, good. So 1,000 Frenchmen can't be wrong. So call Kim Skokin and
4.
Let's go.
It's 4.
Let's go. I say 1,000 Frenchmen because that's what my friend's mom used to say. So 1,000 Frenchmen and a Greek girl can't be wrong. So let's go. Call Kim, get her input on it, and let's see what you can do.
Sarah, I wish you everything 1,000-fold. My guide, Melchizedek, came through, and he said he was my personal guide, and he spoke for a collective amount of people, and he told me we will get through this. But I thought, am I making this up, or is this wishful thinking?
No, we're not starring in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You're good. You're fine.
No, exactly. But, I wasn't able to make contact the first month. After I made contact, then it started to become more peaceful because I started getting more guidance.
Yes, good.
So, but I think we're 2 or more than gathered, That's why I said I need to you, my friend, And so far it's been accurate. Everything you told me is pretty much a lot of information. The inner ear thing, definitely, it started by that. I believe it was medically induced. I found my own question.
Great. All right, honey. Thank you so much. And happy birthday next week.
Thanks for everybody and the person that's grieving. I understand.
Yes.
I hold the light for her. Anyhow, but thank you very much.
You're welcome, Joey. God bless you. Bye. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're coming right back to the phone lines. We got to go to Texas. We got to go to New York. We got to go to Pembroke Pines. We got to go all across the nation. Oh, my goodness. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be back on Facebook, too, so stay with us. Don't go away. Heck, you know, we're going to be right back.
Did you call me with your soul?
Your cell phones and mobile devices all emit harmful electromagnetic fields. Do you want proven protection? Get the Infinity Noise Field EM Guard. Call Greg Schaffo at 561-502-9923 for yours. The EM Guard's Infinity Noise Field is the most effective way to protect against electromagnetic fields. Call Greg Schaffo at 561-502-9923. Also available at SarahSpiritual.com. Protect yourself and your family today with a 5G-ready Infinity Noise Field EM Guard.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
you know me? Do you know me? Have we met before? I've been standing here before you.
And we are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. And we are answering your calls at 888-565-1470. And we are spiritually speaking to all of you. But I want to take one more question here from Facebook before I go back to the phone lines. Then we're going to go back to the Facebook, and we're going to just do the little Facebook cha-cha. Elegance Mrs. has got a question. I am teaching myself the tarot cards reading, and I believe I have a future of helping and healing everyone. Okay. Let's reword that, please. Helping and healing everyone. Everyone does want to be helped or healed. Let me tell you that right off the bat, okay? So, you can assist those who seek guidance, and yes, you can do that. And this is a great aspect for your career destiny, Elegance Mrs., and that would make you a wonderful candidate to take my apprentice program. I hope we put it in the feed, everyone. So Elegance Mrs. can look into the SarahSpiritual Apprentice program and be a part of that experience so that we can up-level your game of your connectivity, because helping people is great and assisting them on the journey, and reading tarot cards are great and talking to your angels is great. But if you don't know what to do to keep yourself sealed up and protected and forming this bond between your spirit guides, then it gets a little complicated. I know we make it look easy, but there's certain things we need to know how to do in order to really move forward and make it a career, something that we want to take a look at. But yes, this is a track for you that I encourage most definitely. And last year kind of put you through the paces and you really had some things to change up. And now is the perfect time to move you forward. So thank you so much, Elegance Mrs., for your Facebook question. One more from Facebook. Let's see who else we've got going on. Iris. She wants to know. Here's a real good one. She says, will I get pregnant this or next year? Thank you. Iris, let's take a good look at the journey here. Let's see here. 2020 feels stronger and better for me than 2019. I feel like 2021 is the year of family connection, communication, family building. So I feel like we have child in 2021. So what you doing in the meantime, honey, to get yourself there? Well, I think you know what to do. So let's do that. And I see child coming. So good luck with that. We will hold the space for the energy to have not just get pregnant, but for us to have a beautiful, healthy baby. Thank you, Iris, for your Facebook question. I'm going to take another one from Facebook. And let's see who else we have. We've got Jamie Flanagan. Jamie says, hey, Sarah, does Spirit have any messages regarding my finances and a new baby? What, is everybody having babies here? Holy Christmas. Okay, let's see. Jamie, let me take a look at your finances. You know, finances, when I look back in the 2018 into 2019, seems like things were a little spotty. But when I move you into the November month, Jamie, I don't know if there's a new position or a new level of work that you're going to do, because there's something about the work that you do that makes me feel like there's some contractual or something that is hired for a particular aspect of work. But I feel as if as you make these transitions in work, that November through December brings money. I don't know if it's a bonus or a higher level position. So I feel like finances will come. And new baby, let me see. You know, you're not hooking up with Iris, are you? Because you're on kind of the same track as Iris here. I do feel like 2020 brings a lot of blessings around a new baby here. So I feel financially there's a lot of blessings around this new baby energy here. So we give you a clear slate for higher level finances coming, and you may want to consider seeking out a higher position if we don't feel like we can accomplish it where we are. All right, Jamie, thank you so much for your Facebook question. Let's go back to the phone lines, and I've got to go to Denise, and Denise is in Pembroke Pines. Denise, how are you?
Hi, good, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Denise, and how can I assist you tonight?
A little concerned about my stepdaughter. She had an issue with her mother. She was trying to reconnect with her.
Yes.
Do you see anything there?
Can I have the stepdaughter's birthday?
Yes, it is February 24th, 1979.
And do you know the mother's birthday by any chance?
Yeah, July 6th. She's either 47 or 48.
Okay. Okay, but there's a reason why everyone's separated themselves from this mother, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so why are we going back and trying to rekindle and reconnect?
Well, she tried to reconnect with her on Facebook, and then I guess
no,
she made a negative comment about my husband, and then
why? But when the leopard shows their spots the first time, what do we got to go up close and make sure we know where the spots are? Really?
I know. Well, that's my question. Why go back for more torture?
Because it's mother. And we have this idealistic view that our mother's supposed to be a certain way, and we still have to remember that regardless of the role a human being plays in our life, they're still a person. And they're still navigating their own issues and their own experiences and learning about themselves and healing their own wounds. And unfortunately, when other people are healing their wounds, they have to scratch everybody else up. Meow. So, okay, that didn't work out very well. I wish I talked to her beforehand. I would have been like, don't go back, honey. Turn to a pillar of salt. You'll be gone. Like, no.
I know. Well, it was a little bit of a shock when we saw it last night. So,
well, but you see, this is drama, and then let's look at this. How, and this is not a judgment statement. How and where must this woman be within herself? How low must she feel? How insecure? How unhappy must she be? That then she has to speak ill of your husband, and your husband's a human being, and I'm sure he's a great man, and I know of him. Maybe not everybody loved him, but what does it accomplish to speak ill of someone who has crossed over? That's not accomplishing anything. So that's coming. That's a low jab, right? That's coming from a very wounded place. That's her woundedness, and she wants to wound everybody else. So okay, we're blocking her. And can I say something to everyone? And I love you on Facebook. Mwah. Mwah, mwah. Thank you, Facebook. Mwah. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Instagram. Thank you, social media. I know we're all connecting because of that. But let me tell you something. If all of you have to keep airing your dirty laundry out on Facebook, then you get what you get because you deserve what you get. Okay? Right. It is not meant for the social masses to be involved in your drama. And people literally attack people on Facebook just because they don't have the guts to look them in the face, then don't do it. So it's really important. It's really important that we remember, all of us, what comes out of our mouth, what we write, just because there's some anonymity, because we're on Facebook and no one can see our face, and we can hide behind some glamour shot that we have all prettied up because we've got a filter on. That doesn't mean that we can hide the aspects inside that need to be healed and then throw up on other people and have no repercussions.
Right.
She threw up on them. She threw up on you. She threw up on her daughter, and now she's done. Done. We're done. End of story. So what have we learned from this? That when people show you who they are, believe them. Hashtag DWD. Put it in the feed. Done with drama. Not doing it anymore. All right, my dear. You've been through enough. Yes. We lost our brother-in-law, right? And we lost our husband. It's been enough. And family units are brought together for a reason, and not all of them are meant to grow with us. I know we all think it's like some daytime show or evening, like June Cleaver, Leave It to Beaver, or everything's going to be like the Brady Bunch or the Waltons. Some people have that, but not everybody has signed up for that program. And I know some of us, when we get to heaven, will go like, why couldn't I have had that family? Well, because you had some higher learning to do. All right, my dear. Thank you so much for your question.
Oh, one other question. Health-wise, do you see anything with me?
I actually feel like you're not 100%. I also feel like we've had a lot of stress. We know we've had a lot of stress. But there's something in your digestive system that seems really off to me. Are we having digestive issues, Denise?
A little bit. My eyes are a concern. I had my surgery, but I don't know if I'm just stressing too much with paperwork and stuff that's causing this.
Oh, the eye surgery that you had was fine, honey. That was
Okay.
fine. You have to give the eyes a chance to heal. You're not resting.
No, I'm not.
Okay, well, we can't do a surgery. They tell you keep your eyes covered, wear your dark glasses, do whatever you need to do, and then you're using your eyes and straining.
Exactly. Okay.
Because it's making it hard for the eyes to focus and things to heal, and you're building up pressure in the back of the eye all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Does this make sense
I
to you?
totally agree. Yes,
Okay.
it does. Totally.
Okay, so take the pressure off. Let the steam out.
I will.
Okay. All right, honey. Thank you
All
so
right.
much. God bless you.
Thank you, too. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. 888-565-1470. Phone lines are open, and we are answering your questions. And I've got to go right back to the phone lines. And I've got to go to Felicia. And Felicia is in Delaware. Felicia, how are you tonight?
Good. How are you, Sarah?
I'm doing great. And how can I assist you?
Yeah, I was just wondering about my health and my current situation. And I'm missing my grandmom.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff going on.
A lot of stuff going on. Health, we've had some recent health challenges. Yes, you've another one been in and out of the doctors. Yes?
Yes.
And what's going on with the... Wow, this is interesting. What's going on with your legs, Felicia? Like, did you hurt something with your leg as well? Like, that's like a side note. Like, is something else going on? Did you bother your foot or your leg, please?
My foot.
Okay.
My foot.
Mm-hmm. And that has nothing to
My
do
left
with
foot.
nothing to do with what we're going to the doctor for originally. But now we've got that going on too. You're like, okay, great. Now I can't even walk. This is not good. This is true.
Yeah.
Yes, my dear. Okay.
Yes, it is. Recently.
Yeah, I know, because I had to pull myself up off my foot. I was like, what is that going on over here? Don't be sharing your crazy stuff with me, please. All right. So, Felicia, I really feel as if you have not taken care of yourself for quite a while.
Yeah, you're right.
And you're reading and please forgive the message that comes out of my little mouth, but you're reading
That's
like you're
okay.
like 80 years old. Like I have 80-year-olds that read better than you right now.
Yeah.
And what's going on in the breath, the breathing, the respiratory system, that seems all tight up too.
Okay.
We have something going on there too?
A little bit of coughing. I have a thyroid that's kind of acting up, but I'm scared to get it taken out. There's no help to help me when I go have a surgery to have it out.
There's always help to help you. Someone will help you.
I hope.
Okay.
I've lost most of my family.
Okay. Well, dial a friend. 1-800-FRIEND.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone will help you. They also have
Okay.
people that you can ask to help you. There are organizations that have people that can help you. In other words,
Okay.
you're using your fear to wrap itself around an excuse as to why you think you shouldn't do it, but it's wreaking havoc on your entire body.
Yeah. I am going through a lot with it.
You are. You have no energy. You're out of sorts. It's affecting your metabolism, everything.
Okay. It really is.
I know it is.
I've been really struggling with it really bad and trying to do everything to keep the energy up.
Well, and
stay going.
Did they give you a medicine to try to see, or they feel it's shut down altogether?
They gave me a medicine to see, but it makes me really ill, and I've been struggling to take it, and I feel like a guinea pig with them, to be honest.
Then is there another medicine? Is there another doctor? Is there another opinion? You see, we don't just go, okay, I'm struggling, then I'm not taking it, then what is that?
Yeah, I do have to get back into the doctor. But I'm
Okay.
very concerned about it.
Okay, but you're basing concern on fear and the unknown, and therefore we're not coming from a higher vibratory place, and we're not coming from an educated place either.
Right.
And he may
Okay.
go, oh, you experienced that? Oh, that's not unusual with that medicine. You're one of those people? Okay, great. We're going to give you this, and you're going to take that, and you're going to be fine, and you get to keep your thyroid. Like, hello?
Okay. I'll be making a doctor's appointment right
Make
away.
the doctor's appointment, because you shouldn't
I
suffer
will.
like this. and you're making it harder. And then if it is the next step, and you and the doctors are in agreement with the next step, then what will you do? You'll say, great. Okay, what does that involve? What does it entail? What do you need me to do? Okay, great. And then you will ask the universe, you will let go and let God, and God will drop in front of you someone to come assist you, and you will be fine.
Okay.
I know, I just wrap it up in a bow and make it sound so easy. But it can be that way.
I recently hit my head a week ago, and I haven't been feeling too well, like kind of dizzy. I stood up on my bed, and a fan hit me in the head, and I actually went to the hospital and had to leave because I was just in agony, and they weren't helping, and I left. And I've been not feeling good ever since.
But also, remember, the thyroid, you're out of balance, honey. So we got to look at that, and yes, if you... Well, you're kind of hard-headed, so, okay, you're going to listen to anybody?
That's on target. You're very on target with that.
I know. But much love to you, and we send you healing energy. Care enough to take care of yourself, all right?
Okay.
All right, honey.
I sure will.
God bless you. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Bye.
God bless you. Bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then we're going to go back onto Facebook and back to the phone lines, Texas, New York, Miami. We're going to go all over the nation. And I do hope those of you on Facebook have shared the page. We got a goal. We got a number. Let's get to 125. Please share the page. Let's share the love, share the light. Let's let go, let God. See you in just a bit. We'll be right back.
That shines down upon me, and there's a light that brightens up my day. There's a light leading the way. Oh, there's a light. There's a light.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
Tune into Aging Healthy with Dr. Maria, featuring Astamatrix at 10 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Astamatrix is a vegan marine-sourced omega-3, supports healthy joints and may reduce inflammation that causes pain, and supports optimal brain function.
Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
You can become independently healthy, and I'll tell you how. Dr. Bob Martin here. If you want to feel, function, and perform the very best you can, please tune in and call into my show Sunday mornings at 10 on Talk 1470 WNN.
Being in the Army National Guard is about more than serving your country. It's about being there for your community when your neighbors need you most. The Army National Guard makes college affordable, and serving part-time can help you graduate debt-free. Do you want to stay close to friends and family? The Guard allows you to serve close to home. Serving part-time in the Army National Guard lets you have the life you want. Learn more by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Florida Army National Guard. Aired by the Florida Association of Broadcasters and this station.
This is Talk 1470.
Talk 1470.
WNN.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at ExpeditoEnlightenmentCenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at ExpeditoEnlightenmentCenter.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
Your cell phones and mobile devices all emit harmful electromagnetic fields. Do you want proven protection? Get the Infinity Noise Field EM Guard. Call Greg Schaffo at 561-502-9923 for yours. The EM Guard's Infinity Noise Field is the most effective way to protect against electromagnetic fields. Call Greg Schaffo at 561-502-9923. Also available at SarahSpiritual.com. Protect yourself and your family today with a 5G-ready Infinity Noise Field EM Guard.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the third hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share love and light.
Back here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. And we're going to pop on over to Facebook. Let's see what's going on Facebook. I need to know what we got going on. Let's see. Danielle Thomas. She says, Sarah, is there anything my angels would like for me to know before I make this choice about my surgery? Danielle Thomas, that's always an important question here. Always ask the angels to be with you. And choices for surgery are also very important. When we look at the calendar, I don't advise, unless it's mandatory, for anyone to have any surgery during Mercury retrograde. The shadow of Mercury begins, the shadow of the smile of Mercury begins at the end of this week. Holy crow. But the real Mercury retrograde, the direct Mercury direct retrograde, the real heaviness of it all. That's October 31st through, I think it's like November 25th or somewhere around there. So if we could avoid surgery till about December 10th, that would be great, Danielle Thomas. I also feel as if this is an important year for you for your personal expansion. So when we step into taking care of ourselves and self-care, it's really important to care and nurture self so we can clear out some old energy, so we have a really nice beginning into the 2020 year. So your angels will be with you. Ask Archangel Raphael to be by your side and to always get a second opinion, my dear. Thank you so much, Danielle Thomas, for your Facebook question. We're going to take another question from Facebook before we go back to the phone lines. Sharday Haran. Sharday Haran says, any messages regarding my career and my home? Sharday Haran, the first thing that I'm made aware of is that this is a very, very important time for family networking with family, blending energies, travel, family reunions or family gathering is something that's also supposed to come up for you. And I also feel like the care of younger ones, children, cousins, family members is also very important in your family. Career, I feel like you're getting ready to make a big shift for yourself. It's ready to time to make a change. Even considering perhaps another study, something else to add to our repertoire so we have a better, strong foundation for caring for our own family. Thank you, Sharday Haran, for your Facebook question. We're going to grab one more from Facebook before we go right back to the phone lines. And we've got Marie Sandra Joseph. Marie Sandra Joseph says, hey, my birthday's Monday. Do you have any messages for me, and how do things look for me in this 2020? So she's jumping ahead to 2020. Honey, let's get through the end of the year. Oh, it was Monday. Well, all right, belated happy birthday. Was Monday. They're like, okay, Sarah Spiritual can read. Yes, indeed. Well, my angels are a little dyslexic. That's okay. Okay, so let's see here. We've got this wonderful energy for you, Marie Joseph. And when I look into this year, I really feel a lot of strong power. This is a powerful year for you, personal power year, stepping into the energy of this is what I can do, this is who I am, and this is who I've come to be. You're really getting ready to express yourself. And I see movement forward in career. I see movement forward in the ability to attract abundance to yourself. So be open to new possibilities, because something can come around the corner, especially when I take you into the 2020 February month. Something's coming. I don't know what it is, but it looks like it could be real good here. I feel like I want to break into song. So just trust that, Marie, and happy birthday to you. We're going to go right back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. And we need to go to Mary in Texas. Mary, how are you?
Hi, Sarah. I'm doing good.
Good.
My question is, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Happy to be here.
Me too. Actually, I have a lot of issues with my house, and I was thinking about applying for disability.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that happening, or?
You've got multiple things going on. And when I go back to, I feel like the bottom fell out around 2016 for you.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a turning point in the health and then things kept mounting on top of that.
Yeah.
But it's
every year. I mean, every time I go to the doctor, it's something new.
Oh, wow. It sounds like they're just on a treasure hunt here to find a whole bunch of stuff. But Mary, I see here this straight road, and I see like it's been a very long road, and I feel like you feel unsupported, alone, disconnected, and feeling as if you don't have any answers, really. And these answers are called lack of answers, are answers that have solutions. I mean, you know, questions that have solutions and answers. The answers you're getting are like half filled. They're not really helping you. And so I look at this energy, Mary, and I feel as if you feel empty. And I feel as if you go for disability, it's going to be a bit of a struggle. You can get it, but it's going to be a bit of a struggle. So the paper trail will be really important.
Yes, I have a lot of that.
A lot of paper trail, but we need to be clear, and this is where I see confusion. We need to be clear of what the main aspect of health is that's driving us, that makes it impossible for us not to be able to function in the working world. You understand me?
Right.
Okay. So I say that to you because I want you to really be clear with your doctors as what is really the major hindrance from your having the fulfilled life that you would love to have or that you used to have.
Right. Okay. I've really slowed down a lot, and I don't know if I can ever get back to where I was. And feeling better.
So then let's not go back. So let's let us off the hook, shall we? Okay, you may say, but Sarah, I need to do this and this to survive. Okay, we're going to cancel that story for right now, Mary. In the moment of now, I know we're not feeling well. But it's to sit and be still and ask the universe, how may I bring forth to me abundance so that I can have a balance in my life? How may I bring forth healing in my life? How may I alleviate the blockages in my life? What can I do? Show me. Give me evidence. Assist me in releasing the beliefs that are holding me back. And I mean the beliefs in that we can't have a new life. Because there's something about disability. I understand we can't go back because we can't function in the world the way we used to. That's why they have disability. But there's something about when we embrace the concept of disability and we receive disability and we label ourselves as disabled, we also remove ourselves from the higher vibrational pattern of living a fulfilled life. So it's to now begin to, I realize that I am not the person who chooses to live the life I lived the way I did. That going back is not healthy for me on so many levels. So in this moment of now, with the assistance of my guides and my angels, I so ask the universe and them to assist me to move forward so that I can create a new version of my life that brings me joy and happiness on my journey to healing. Do you see how that shifts the energy? Also puts you in a much better mindset, a much better way to attract the decision in your favor for the disability, because we're not attached to the hurt, the pain. We're just trusting the process and letting go and letting God handle that. We're doing our due diligence, but we're also savoring the breath of life. The breath of life is different than it was, but we're savoring the new breath of life that sustains
Right,
us.
and that's why I haven't applied, because I feel like I'm still able, but in getting a job, and I've retired, and I just can't make it on my retirement.
Right.
So I need something else to help me out here, you know.
Right. And even in disability, you are allowed, from what I understand, you're allowed to earn a certain amount, right?
Right.
So
I don't know.
there's things that are there for you, but you may, and hear what I'm about to say, you may come up with, if you follow what I expressed to you, and it's being saved on Facebook so you can watch it again.
Okay.
And the time mark is at about the 7:10 time we took your call, okay? So you may be able to design a whole new version of how life can be, and you can make ends meet with your retirement, and we don't have to skip down that path, and we'll be freer, and we'll be able to work on our health. You see, it's not over yet. Like, that saying, not over till the fat lady sings. It's not over
Right.
yet.
That's what I'm trying to accomplish.
So
and I love
let your imagination run away with you.
And you always say such inspirational things, and I try to follow that.
Follow it. Because in that following, you'll discover a hidden jewel in this experience. So magnificent that you'll be like, wow, I am so grateful that I crossed through that trail of darkness and discovered this aspect of my life. Give yourself permission.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, Mary. Keep us posted.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
God
you.
bless you. Bye. 888-565-1470. Going right back to the phone lines, I've got to go to Hope, and Hope is in New York. Hope, how you doing, Hope?
How are you?
I'm doing great, Hope. Good to hear your voice. Thank you so much
Yes,
for following the
yes.
show.
Oh, my God.
It's been how many years you've been following the show? Oh, Lord.
About 11 years now.
Well, probably 10, since I've only been on for 10, but
10.
it's a little over than 10. So, okay, over 10 years.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
when
You've
you
been
just
on.
started.
When I just, way back in the day when I was a wee little folk here, just
Yes.
hanging out. And just what, I'm still a wee little
Yes.
folk talking to all you people. We're just
Yes.
having a blast, Hope. And Hope, I
Yes.
always remember. Thank you so much. I was in a conference and you came to see me, and I just so loved
Yes.
that. That was so great. And we do hope to go
Yes.
back to New York and do another trade show next in 2020. That's our intention.
Okay. I'll be there.
I know you'll be there, honey. I know you'll be there. So, Hope, how may I be of assistance to you tonight?
Yes, I would like the spirit to tell me something about love, work, and finance.
Well, that sounded like a whole reading there, Hope, but let's...
Just give me what you can.
I will, honey. I will. And we're sounding a little garbled here in the energy, so I don't know. That's interesting. Can you hear me okay, Hope?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Well, there we go. No, Sarah, it's you, Sarah. Okay. So, Hope, the first thing that I see is, tell me something good. Well, that was pretty good, Hope. Well, we're going to have to do a duet when I get to New York here.
Okay.
I feel like that you've been sifting through a pile of rocks when looking for love. Oh, we've hit some blundering boulders here. But I do feel that now we've let go of the idea of somebody, that someone else is coming in. Because there was someone you were kind of interested in, and they turned out to be just a duddy kind of rock. That just wasn't happening. Yeah. I was like, ugh, drop that back on the floor. We're not picking that up. And so I saw this love coming for you next year. So I feel like when 2020 opens, you put yourself in this energetic pattern of connections. And I know you don't go out a lot. I know we don't have a lot of interaction. But I do feel like there's an opportunity to meet someone. I feel as if work has not been consistent for you. We haven't had all the right connections in your work life. So we're looking to create a better life for you as far as finances. So I feel like there's a connection with someone who gives you a job that balances out the finances. Are we looking for an additional piece of work to come in the industry with which you do in caring for others? Yes?
Yes.
You work with patients, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I feel like there's another opportunity coming for you, and that will increase finances. And that's what they have for you, Miss Hope. So thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you for following the show, and thank you for holding. I greatly appreciate that as well.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
888-565-1470. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got to go to Palm Beach Gardens, and I've got Stephanie on the line. Stephanie, how are you?
Sarah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, Stephanie. How are you?
I'm good. I wanted to see if Spirit had any insight for my exciting adventure I'm on right now.
Exciting, tumultuous, roller coaster. Woo-hoo. Yes, there's a lot going on. And I'm going to quote to you something I said to someone earlier. To thine own self be true. You are a being of spirit that is expressing your spirituality through your physical vehicle, your physical body. And you are a conduit for the energy of the healing angels. You're very well aware of that.
Yes.
Do not allow anything to take you off your path. Sometimes people, sometimes opportunities, are nothing other than a distraction to take us off the path. It is to root oneself in the knowing of who we are and totally embrace and engulf all of that totality of the energy that is the being of you. And when things come around you that are misaligned and you do not feel as if you can master what is before you, you ask, is this for my highest good and my highest vibratory pattern, my highest learning, or is it simply a distraction? And then pay no attention to the man behind the curtain, because they're not the Wizard of Oz. When people are uncomfortable with the expansiveness of a being as they grow to their highest potential, and they around us are not growing, they become more and more discontent in the disconnect and the difference in the energy. And the only way that people can disempower you is to distract you and to superimpose their feelings, their thoughts, and mess them into your own. And they project their belief and their thoughts as to who they want you to be, as opposed to who you've come to be. You have navigated this in your workplace, you have navigated this with friendships, and you have navigated this in relationships. to thine own self be true.
Hmm.
The most important aspect is, what may I do next to serve? Not serve without serving self first. Even the best chefs taste the food before they feed people. So you take a taste of who you are, and then you decide how much you're going to put on a platter to share. And it's a buffet of never-ending energy because you're taking it from spirit. You try an idea, it doesn't work. Try another idea, it doesn't work. But you learn something from that idea, you learn something from that idea, then you get a vision, you take a little of this, you take a little of that. It's like a potluck. You put it all together. It's the great buffet of life that you're living. But there's a rat in the kitchen. Pure and simple. Do not get distracted. That's their message for you.
And is there different aspects of what is the rat right now? People, work?
You know, I find that when we get distracted by one thing, a whole mess of other distractions begin to pop up.
Yes.
You are in a transition. So transition means we make a change, and sometimes we make a change that is just to make the change, just to get our foot in the door. Doesn't mean we're staying there. Doesn't mean you're staying there. It's temporary to get yourself going. You're finally back close. And you know what I mean when I say that. Now you can get cracking. Up until then, you haven't been. And did you get my message about the juice?
I did.
Okay. Well, I expect a reply to that. Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
I have all these health coaches around me, and suddenly they're just like all like too busy for Sarah Spiritual. Thank you very much.
I am never too busy for Sarah Spiritual.
All right, honey. But you're on an amazing journey. And for you especially, I will say, and for all of you who are growing and going through uncomfortable changes. And I think right now on the planet, as we hear from the calls from everyone, we're all going through something. Let it go. If you can't change it, if you can't control it, if it's not working anymore, then let it go. And trust something better will come. God's always got your back, honey.
Thank you.
You're
Does
welcome.
Spirit show you when I will make these transitions?
Oh, she's getting pushed. Now I'm going to tell you, book a reading, please. Book a reading.
I know.
All right. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, Sarah.
All right. You're welcome. Bye. 888-565-1470. Let's take a question from Facebook. Diana Black. Diana Black, good to see you on Facebook feed. Am I all healthy now? What is going on? Are we all falling apart here on planet Earth? This changing in frequency is just wrecking us all up. Am I all healthy now, or is there something hiding in the bushes? Well, I don't know, but if you were in the car with me today, you would have noticed there wasn't anything hiding in the bushes, but all of a sudden something fell from my roof and landed on my shoulder and ran behind me. So Lord knows what that is. So maybe the same thing that was in Sarah Spiritual's car and nearly scared the heck out of her is the same thing that's hiding in the bushes. But Diana Black, I do feel that the health crisis, the shift, the journey that you went through is clearing and passing. And you're another one who went through a major life shift change, and you had to trust. You had to trust the process. You had to let go. So let go. I feel like you're on the path of complete healing and health. So thank you, Diana Black, for joining us in the feed. Good to see you back. And good to see that Black is back. Thank you so much, Diana. Thank you. Who else do we have on Facebook? Before we go back to the phone lines, we've got Diane Livingstone. Diane Livingstone says, do I sell my house that I am in with my daughter? Not good. Daughter hates me. There's a couple of those daughters running around there, Diane, so that's quite all right. So for your highest good, you do not have to keep your daughter, my darling, so we could trade her in, You can always just pass her off. I mean, she's old enough to take care of herself, so she can handle herself, and you can have your own peace of mind. Your home should be your sanctuary, sweetie. So yes, sell your house if we can be okay financially, because you have to make sure you have your own foundation of security. if financially it is not a move that will benefit you in these later years of life, because I'm looking at the birthday and I'm saying, okay, if we won't be able to downsize and make life more manageable, then we're going to have to ask our daughter to spread her wings and fly out of the nest. Otherwise, we will push her out of the nest. So that is the choice you have before you. Diana, I know there's also a dynamic going on between you and your daughter that is negative and really a little hostile, almost abusive. And I don't mean physically, but I feel like there's a lot of negative verbiage heading your way, and it's really disjointing and disconnecting you from yourself and what is best for you. So perhaps if you're open, Diana Livingston, we can have a personal session. I'd love to explore some of this with you. And I understand it's your daughter, but you deserve to be treated with love and respect. So thank you so much, Diana Livingstone, for your Facebook question. We're going to take one more from Facebook before we go back to the phone lines. We got calls all across the nation. Rave Reedy says, "Hey, Sarah from New Zealand." Thank you, Rave, for following us in New Zealand. I saw you on Sunday Funday, too. It was good to see you in the feed there as well. Can I please have a spirit message, please? So I see a lot of interesting shifts in work for you. I feel like you're getting ready to up-level yourself. Something going on in finances, some increase that's meant to come for you. And I also feel that there's potential. They're talking to me as financials kind of shift and change for work. There's potential for move, maybe physical move, physical relocation in your town or a different part of New Zealand. So I feel like there's a lot of positive changes that are going to come for you. And when I look at this energy, I feel like this is an important career year. And then next year, you're really opening up and being social and connecting. And I feel very strong connection with you with spirit, that you have your own guidance, your own connectivity, and you are working with the spirit world and really kind of bridging that connection and perfecting that even more. Thank you, Rave Reedy, for your Facebook question from New Zealand. We're going to go right back to the phone lines, and I've got to go to Isabel in Miami. Isabel, how are you?
Hi, Sarah.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Good. And how can I assist you tonight?
I've been trying to wonder for weeks now, is I'm wasting my time with the person I'm talking to right now?
Am I wasting my time with the person I'm talking to right now? What is their birthday?
January 10th.
Okay. Next.
The year?
Mm-hmm.
1960.
And I'm also going to say, again, next. Am I wasting my time? You're wasting your time. If we got to ask if we're wasting our time, we're wasting our time.
So it is.
It is. I see something shady here. I don't know. I'm going to call him Slim Shady. There's something shady with this dude. Something's not adding up. I don't know. Like, I get a weird vibe from him. Okay? Like, all that glitters isn't going to be gold. I don't know what story he's telling you. I don't know what picture he's painting. You're too good to be true. I don't care how much he paints this picture, honey. It ain't going to be what he's making it out to be. And we got to get straight with this, because there's an idea of what we think he can bring to the table that he's not going to be able to bring.
Okay.
So, given the energy around you, and given that this is a very connective year and a very social year, especially after your birthday, which is coming up next week. I got all my Libras. What's up with the Libras? Every Libra's got to call me today. So as a little Libra here, borderline heading into the Scorpio energy, I got to tell you that I see that there's choices right around the corner. And you have the opportunity to pick up one shell, two shells, third shell. That's a charm. So if I were you, in the energetic flow, I would sit and be still and say, what does not make me feel good in this relationship with the person that I'm getting to know? Who do they remind me of? Because there's a pattern here. I see him reminding you of someone. And that's what's kind of going, uh-oh, ruh-roh, I'm in trouble. I better back it up. And so watch the show because something's not truthful and just cut and go. Someone else is coming.
Oh, okay.
You don't need him as much as you think you need him, honey.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Is this your first time calling, Isabel?
No.
You called before, right?
Yeah.
So what about this guy don't you like?
He, like you said, he paints a picture and it just doesn't fall through.
All right. See? Drop the mic. We're out. We got it. All right, honey. Thank you so much. God bless you. I know someone better's coming in. You deserve it. Thank you. Bye.
All right.
888-565-1470. We've got to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we've got to go right back to the phone lines and back to Facebook. How are we doing on Facebook? We got to see what's going on. So stay with us, everyone. Do not go away because you know we're going to be right back.
I know you, have we met before?
For a soft, rich and beautiful skin, use Beauté de Lune products. Beauté de Lune products, based on natural fruits and extracts, revitalize your skin and make you incredibly beautiful. For acne, sensitive skin, dry or oily skin, Beauté de Lune. Cleanse, moisturize and revitalize your skin with Beauté de Lune. A miracle. For your order, call us at 561-906-7466 or to our store, 2695 North Military Trail Suite 21, or visit us online at www.beautédelune.net.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
Want to feel your healthiest ever? Kim Skokin of Natural Medicine of Palm Beach is a naturopathic doctor and holistic healer who creates a personalized total body health plan for you. Call 561-469-0099 or visit naturalmedicineofpalmbeach.com. Kim addresses weight loss, autoimmune disorders, anxiety, depression, and mental health. Kim specializes in bioenergetics and other leading-edge techniques. Mention Sarah Spiritual when you schedule your appointment and receive a free food sensitivity assessment. Call Kim Skokin at 561-469-0099.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of life. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
I've been standing in the room
here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. And we are connecting to all of you all across the nation. Thank you, everyone, on Facebook. And we've got quite the conversation going on. I know some of my UK peeps are like, I got to go to bed. You didn't answer my question. I'll catch you next time. So leave your question in the feed. You know I do go back into the feed and answer some questions, or join us on our Sunday Fun Day. I think Helena, I don't know if Helena is still on. Miss Helena, I don't know what you're up to, Helena, but Helena and I are working on a plan for Sunday. So you want to stand by and see what we're going to do Sunday, because we got some stuff going on. Of course, it's subject to a few things, but we've got a couple of plans up our sleeve. So we hope that you keep posted to the Sarah Spiritual Facebook page. We hope you go to my Instagram page. Are you following me, Sarah Spiritual, on Instagram? I would love if you follow me, I'll follow you. We go journeying down the path of life. But as I'm journeying down the path of life, I got to go. I got to get to my calls, got to answer a lot of calls. I get a little upset if I don't answer a lot of calls, so I got to go. And I got to go to Port St. Lucie because people behind the glass are going to be like throwing things at me. Going to Port St. Lucie, I got Jada on the line. Jada, how are you, honey?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. I thought we were moving.
Yes, I did. You
All right.
remember?
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute, this is the moving chick. She's moving. So where are we now?
We're still in Port St. Lucie. The Orlando thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like a scam with that. There's like a lot of housing scams going on right now.
All right.
So I had to find something in Port St. Lucie, but I like it. You know, it's working for me right now.
It's a good job, right?
Yes, I like the job.
Yes, because we were looking for a job. We were looking to move. We were looking to create a new environment for ourselves and our child. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So what is the question, my dear?
I just wanted to know if there's any messages the angels have or anything for me.
Jada, someone close to you not feeling well in health, please? Female having, if someone close to you not feeling well in health, I see female energy not feeling health. Mother's not feeling well?
My mom?
Yeah, is your mom having a health challenge right now, please? There's a female close to you who seems to be having something going on in her health.
I don't know about my mom. My mom had Lyme disease a few weeks ago, but my aunt,
okay,
she had surgery recently.
Okay.
Something is going on.
Something
I
is
learned
going
a couple
on.
Days.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let me work with that for a minute, because your mother and your aunt, those sisters, is this true? Yes, this is sister energy?
Yes.
Okay. Your grandmother energy, grandmother's past, there's a woman on the other side who's talking to me about someone here on Earth, very clear to me that she's on Earth. Someone has a health issue, something's not right, is askew, there's concern here. Is that your aunt, from what
That's
you know?
my aunt.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
And so your mother's mother has passed, honey, yes? Who's mother, grandmother, or great-grandmother? Stands above your mother, it's on your mom's side of the family. Great-grandmother? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But the family is very matriarchal. Like they kind of line me up like the mothers ran the show in the household. Does that make sense, please? Yes?
Very matriarchal.
Very
yes,
matriarchal.
correct,
Okay,
yeah.
so this woman is kind of looking down, and so I'm going to work with your great-grandmother, but I also then am going to draw my attention to grandmother, because your grandmother is having problems with her hip as well, yes? Your grandmother's having problems with her movement in her hip, please?
Joints, yep.
Okay.
Osteoporosis and something else.
Okay. So there's concern in the family lineage here, but the aunt's surgery, I feel like there's something else they have to do. So let's follow up on this. Let's go to the doctor. Let's encourage mom to encourage the aunts to follow up, because something doesn't seem complete to me. And when I get it directly from those on the other side, they are in that all-seeing eye of God. They get to see above. They get to see more. And I'm not a doctor, cannot diagnose, and there's no specificity in it, except there's more follow-up, or there's something that has to happen, or there may be a complication that happens that we need to go back in and readjust something. So we want to watch her, okay? Really watch her. It's not a fear statement. It's just you want to know what the angels and the loved ones on the other side have to say. That's you gave them permission. They're like, okay, good. Tell her this. Okay. I know it's not centered about you, but you are the messenger. They're using you as a conduit to relay information, because I know your family gets messages in the dreams. So you get messages. So I'm sure if your great-grandmother wanted to pop in on someone's dream and go, okay, let's pay attention, she would. But this is easier because you happen to connect. And also with Lyme disease, tell your mom not to play. It can be kind of complicated, so we want to make sure she is taken care of with that as well, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
I also want to make sure that you know that where you work is a nice foundation. It's a building block for you for the next job. And I actually feel like they're giving you a lot of responsibility. I see multiple tasks here in front of you. And when I move you forward, I feel like there's a little room for promotion too. And I feel like there seem to be a nice group. So just kind of blend. Just kind of enjoy the experience. But I think it's a good move for you now, okay?
Okay.
All right, Jada. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. Give everyone my best and keep me posted, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All
Thank
right.
you.
You're
Have a
welcome.
good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
888-565-1470. Let's go back to the phone lines, and I've got to go to Delaware, and I've got Alfredo on the line. Alfredo, how are you tonight?
Hi, Sarah.
How are you?
Good.
Good. How may I assist
How are you?
I'm great, thank you. This is your first time calling, Alfredo?
Yeah.
Okay, how did you hear about the show?
My wife, she was telling me about it, my wife.
Oh, okay, great. Well, thank your wife. You live with
Yeah.
her, so that'll be easy to do. So, and what's your question for me?
I have a question about, do I have any message for my family members?
Mm-hmm.
Do they pass away?
Okay.
And I don't get to see them for being far away.
Yes.
And so I've been missing, thinking about them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I have my mother pass away.
Yes, I have here on my paper here. And you're also going through some, I'm writing on my paper as you're talking, so I'm going to share with everyone here on my paper. I have your mother's energies coming through for me, but they're also talking to me about work. Are you working on something for your job? Is there some shift in work because work isn't quite working right and we're working with something like maybe papers or something, or we got to get some documentation in place or something, so work isn't the way we want it to be? Does this make any sense to you?
Yeah, but I was trying to working on some papers.
Yes. So your mom makes me aware that you've been working really, really hard and keeping things together. Your mom makes me aware that everything isn't in order, but she wants you to know it's going to be okay. And I know that you were not able to be there in the passing of your mother, but know that your mother's with you at all times. And you talk to your mother because she makes me very much aware that there's this strong sentiment, right? Sentimientos, right? They give me this energy of this connection. So it's a very heartfelt, and you did what you had to do when you left because that was what was best. But I know you left some people behind, not just the elders, but others who are in your age group, siblings or cousins. Is that also true?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Others will join you, honey. Others will be able to come. But for right now, you did what you had to do.
Yeah.
There's also there's a gentleman.
Yeah,
There's a gentleman who steps up too, who's connected to you. But I place this gentleman as not older than you, but a man that's in your age range. Did we lose a friend, a brother? Because there's someone who stands and when I stand beside, it's like, when he passed, it seems sudden. There's a friend that passed. Are you aware of that? Because he was like a brother to you when you were growing up. Okay. If
that
you
was
can't,
a cousin.
Cousin. Okay. All right. He's with you as well. All right. Because he seems like a friend, a brother. He's like in your age group, so he's right there with you. All right. What is your other question for me, Alfredo, before they wave us out of time?
No, that's all for right now, and I just curious because I lost my grandfather, my mother, my uncles, my aunt, and I don't get to see as well neither. And I just curious, do I have any message from them?
Yes. Well, your mom steps forward and she makes me aware. And then someone on the other side is giving me the letter R. Whose name begins with the letter R, please? Because there was a letter floating above letter R.
I know that I remember.
Okay. All right. So that's what I have there as well. But thank you so much, Alfredo, for connecting with us. And I hope you continue to follow the show, and we will continue to bridge that connection and know that they are simply on the other side of life, and they are always continually connected with you, and that every sentiment that you send them, they feel, and they send you showers of love. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
God bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going to jump right back on the phone lines. Stay with us.
Your cell phones and mobile devices all emit harmful electromagnetic fields. Do you want proven protection? Get the Infinity Noise Field EM Guard. Call Greg Schaffo at 561-502-9923 for yours. The EM Guard's Infinity Noise Field is the most effective way to protect against electromagnetic fields. Call Greg Schaffo at 561-502-9923. Also available at SarahSpiritual.com. Protect yourself and your family today with a 5G-ready Infinity Noise Field EM Guard.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Want to feel your healthiest ever? Kim Skokin of Natural Medicine of Palm Beach is a naturopathic doctor and holistic healer who creates a personalized total body health plan for you. Call 561-469-0099 or visit naturalmedicineofpalmbeach.com. Kim addresses weight loss, autoimmune disorders, anxiety, depression, and mental health. Kim specializes in bioenergetics and other leading-edge techniques. Mention Sarah Spiritual when you schedule your appointment and receive a free food sensitivity assessment. Call Kim Skokin at 561-469-0099.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do
are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. Can't believe that. Where has the time gone? My goodness. I do hope you visit my website, sarahspiritual.com, and learn more about our sessions that we have. We have personal sessions. Come visit my center. Did you know that I have a center in West Palm Beach? I would love to have you come visit. We've got crystals, we've got tarot cards, we've got books, we've got incense, we have candles, we have sprays, we have all sorts of great, amazing things, jewelry, you name it. We've got anything metaphysical at our center. And I do hope you reserve the day for November 3rd, because November 3rd is our next metaphysical day, and we would love to have you be our free guest at the Metaphysical Day and visit our vendors and participate in some of the services that they'll be providing. So mark the calendar, November 3rd, for our Metaphysical Day. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got to go to Joanne, and she's in Boca. Joanne, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for taking my call tonight.
You're welcome, Joanne. And how can I assist you tonight?
Well, I wanted to talk to you and find out a little bit more about my son.
What's your son's birthday?
His birthday is 1/10/93.
Some challenges emotionally here for him, please?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I feel disjointed, disassociated. I just feel he's out of sorts and not really... I'm really feeling like he fits in. Is there a diagnosis that the doctors have given him, please, that he's trying to navigate and work through? Because that's how I feel the energy, please.
They haven't really given him any information. They really don't know what happened to him.
What's your son's first name?
Brian. Brian.
Have you and I talked before?
No, this is my first time. I've never called in before.
Oh, this feels really I feel like I'm stepping on very familiar territory. Like I feel like I know you somehow, but I don't know you, but I know this vibe here.
I know people have told me that before. I saw a psychic many years ago, and like 20 years ago, and she said, "Oh, I think you have some kind of energy," and I said, "Okay, if you say so."
Okay.
So.
When I look at, because the clock is kind of ticking here, so I'm trying to articulate my words the best way I can to give you some information here. And when I look at the energy with Brian, I see someone disconnected, disassociated. I really feel like he's got some anxiety. He can't be himself. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I feel like, see, I believe in energy. And when I look at energy, I know that we all have our own energy, and we have some misalliances, imbalances in our physicality. But I also feel like your son is different than most people, and he always has been different than most people. Mm-hmm. And his energy is such that I feel like he's got his own gifts, his own talents, his own intuitiveness, his own unique ways. He's just very different from everyone else his age. And the reason why I say that is because he has a whole different path. But I feel like there's a balance in energy that's almost like pulling him away from where he wants to go, and he can't quite get a rein in on who he wants to be when he moves forward. So I see inconsistency, highly intelligent, but inconsistency in patterns, not being able to follow through, a depressive energy around him. Is he seeing a psychiatrist?
No, he's not.
Okay. Is there someone he needs to talk to who can be of assistance to him? Because I feel as if physically he's in misarray, but I feel most of it has an emotional component to it. Am I making sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just don't know what the disconnect is. There's something, I don't know, from maybe 10 years ago that he's holding a resentment, and he's got a wall up, and I can't break through no matter what I do, I can't break through the wall to find out what he's upset with me about
So if we go back into the energy, because they're going to wave us off in a second, but when I'm in the I'm going to take you back to 2008. divide, move, change. Divide,
that
move,
was it.
change, right? That's what Spirit tells me. That's where the disconnect is. So whatever the poisonous statements that were said during that is what he's
Right.
holding on to. So there's a...
Right. That was it 10 years ago. Exactly. 10, 11 years ago, that was
11.
it.
2008 is when they take me. And they
Yeah.
actually give me the month of June.
Exactly it.
That's the month they give me, June. So if you were
And
going
he
through
won't-
separation or
Yeah.
something, yes. Okay.
That's exactly it.
That's
And I told him that. I said, I know there's something that that you won't tell me, and he just wants to hold it in for 10 years, and I feel like I've lost him.
He needs to talk to someone, but I would love the opportunity, Joanne, because there's so much we would enjoy talking about in the discovery of this experience as to make it more palatable for you and begin to bridge the connection between you and your son. They're waving me off, but Joanne, I'd love to have a personal session with you. I am in West Palm. I do it by the phone or Skype. Let's have 30 minutes of a general session, and let's explore this. I'd love to assist you in navigating this, all right?
That sounds great. I will
Thank
be
you,
in touch.
Joanne. Thank you for connecting with us. Welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, thank you, everyone who's connected with us here all across the nation. Thank you, everyone on Facebook and on YouTube. Thank you, everyone who's been a part of this experience. We are forever grateful for every moment that we share your ability to be authentic and vulnerable and share all of your experiences, not just for yourself and your own personal learning, but for the learning and assistance of everyone who's listening, because we are all putting one foot in front of the other and navigating life, and at different times in our life there will be challenges, but in the face of a challenge we have to trust there's a higher power, and just let go and let God. So for now, I will let you all go and trust that we will be together again next Wednesday from 5 to 8 p.m. Good night, God bless you, and I am Sarah Spiritual.
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 5 until 8 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate life. Listen and call in next week and let Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram and Twitter. Tune in next week for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.